Welcome to Awaken Your Genius. Escape conformity, ignite creativity, and become extraordinary. A transformative journey inspired by the work of Ozan Varol. This is not a book about becoming someone else's idea of a genius. It's about uncovering the unique mind you were born with, the part of you that sees the world differently, asks questions others overlook, and imagines solutions that no one else can. From the moment we enter school, we're taught to follow instructions, memorize facts, and fit into neat categories. Over time, our natural creative impulses are replaced by learned scripts, ways of thinking and behaving shaped by family, culture, and societal norms. We start believing that safety lies in conformity, and in the process, we dim the very spark that could make us extraordinary. This book is your invitation to break free from that script. Through practical strategies, engaging stories, and thought-provoking prompts, you'll learn how to strip away limiting beliefs and habits that keep you playing small. Reclaim your attention and give it to what matters most. Identify and amplify the traits that make you unmistakably you. Strengthen your creative and critical thinking skills to meet new challenges. Navigate the noise, hype, and misinformation in the modern world with clarity. Embrace transformation and uncertainty as fuel for innovation. As you listen, think of each chapter as a tool in your personal workshop, designed to help you unlearn the unhelpful, reconnect with your essence, and build the life only you can create. This is the start of a process, not a one-time revelation. Genius is not a title you claim. It's a practice you live. So settle in, open your mind, and let's begin the journey to awaken your genius. Key lessons. Lean into what makes you unmistakably you. The quirks, perspectives, and lived experiences you carry are not liabilities. They are the raw ingredients of innovation. Loosen the grip of belief on identity. If your identity is welded to a single opinion or viewpoint, growth becomes impossible. Freedom comes from separating what you think from who you are. Guard your attention as a vaulted treasure. The mind produces its finest work when you own your focus rather than lease it out to shallow content streams. Invent rather than copy. When facing today's problems, resist the urge to recycle yesterday's solutions. Begin with your own perception of the challenge, not someone else's playbook. Part 1. The Death. Releasing what holds you hostage to reclaim genius. You first need to strip away the old mental furniture cluttering the room. This isn't destruction for its own sake, it's skilled demolition, clearing space for what you truly value. 1. Uneducate. Think of traditional schooling as building a sturdy scaffold of facts and models. Useful, but most of us never step off that scaffold to construct something new. We grow adept at retrieving correct answers, yet forget that questions can be redesigned. Modern culture reinforces this by swapping a reverence for art with a hunger for content. Art changes us. Content occupies us. Art has a soul. Content has a timestamp. Reflection prompt. If my work were the last thing I left behind in the world, would I want it to be this? 2. Discard. Like a snake shedding its skin, transformation feels exposed and risky. Early in life, you're wrapped in identities, your family's ethnicity, religion, or hometown story. Later, peers and employers gift you more labels. Diligent, stubborn, introvert, the numbers guy. 2. Freeing truths emerge. You are not your identity. Use labels as temporary reference points, not permanent fences. You are not your beliefs. Opinions should be tools in your toolbox, not heirlooms you refuse to replace. Exercise. List 3 beliefs you've held for over 5 years. For each, write one piece of credible evidence against it. See how it shifts your grip on them. 3. Detox. You cannot shape an original thought in a brain crowded with noise. Clarity requires subtraction. Audit how many times a day you toggle from deep work to feeds and notifications. Replace 20 minutes of scattered browsing with 20 minutes of mindful journaling or reading a single high-quality source. Genius requires vacancy, mental space where new combinations of ideas can bloom. Part 2. The Birth. Owning your singular edge. Once the unnecessary is stripped away, you reach the blueprint stage, rebuilding from the foundation of what makes you remarkable. 1. Spectacularly you. Recycling yesterday's tactics is like wearing a winter coat in summer, once useful, now suffocating. Instead, mind your distinctive strengths. Think of Oprah Winfrey's raw emotional engagement, which got her fired from a reporting job but later became her signature power. Or Johnny Cash's decision to finally sing his darker, truer songs, opening the door to timeless success. Action prompt. Ask 5 trusted people, what's something I do naturally that others tend to struggle with? That answer often holds your unique advantage. 2. Discover your mission. Purpose is not what would make me happiest, but what is worth my sustained focus even when it's uncomfortable. You don't find this in brainstorm sessions alone. You find it mid-stride. The path is iterative. 1. Feel unready. 2. Take the leap anyway. 3. Realize your capability. Run small, time-bound experiments to test missions before fully committing. Think of them as pilot episodes. You're free to pivot after the trial. Part 3. The inner journey, cultivating mental sovereignty. You've located your why. Now you strengthen your ability to think beyond the menu of options society hands you. Tools for the inner journey. Unlock inner wisdom. Free writing is not about elegant prose. It's about bypassing your inner censor. Set a timer for 10 minutes and pour words onto the page unedited. Often, buried beneath the surface chatter lies an unpolished gem of clarity. The power of play. Play exists outside metrics. A chef playing with flavors without aiming to impress critics might discover a signature dish. Play invites serendipity. Dare to create. The first version will be bad. That's its job, to unlock the better second attempt. Think of Hemingway's drafts, rejected paintings by Van Gogh, or Pixar's scrap storyboards. Obsess less over immediate brilliance and more over momentum. Part 4. The outer journey. Thinking clearly in a world of spin. The modern genius knows how to question without reflexively rejecting. You refine a lens, not a hammer. Skeptical navigation. 1. Interrogate the evidence. Where did it come from, and could it be interpreted differently? 2. Watch absolutes. Perfection and certainty often signal oversimplification. 3. Decode buzzwords. Strip slogans until concrete meaning appears. 4. Spot conflicts of interest. Always follow the incentives. 5. Relative versus absolute risk. Numbers without context are stories in disguise. 6. Seek the opposite view. A balanced perspective sharpens thought. 7. Audit your bias. Be as critical of flattering evidence as you are of challenging evidence. Part 5. The transformation. Living with fluid identity. Uncertainty isn't a hazard to genius. It's the natural habitat. Most of life's breakthroughs occur without a guaranteed outcome. Transformation is integrating your past, not erasing it. Every failed attempt or discarded role becomes a tool in your creative toolkit. Instead of fearing that change will cost you what you've built, see it as compound interest, your past experiences now earning value in ways you couldn't have predicted. Final note, awakening your genius is less about a finish line and more about a lifelong rhythm. A cycle of questioning, clarifying, experimenting, and evolving. Conclusion. You've now traveled through the 5 phases of awakening your genius. The death, letting go of outdated scripts. The birth, embracing your unique edge. The inner journey, building creative strength from within. The outer journey, seeing clearly through a noisy, deceptive world. The transformation, living fluidly with change and uncertainty. What you've heard is not a checklist to complete once, but a cycle to return to again and again. Life will keep offering you new situations that test your thinking, your courage, and your originality. Each time, you can choose to follow the crowd, or to respond in the way only you can. The power lies in consistent practice, questioning assumptions, designing your own paths, applying skeptical curiosity, and creating without waiting for perfect conditions. Your so-called flaws may be your greatest creative assets. Your past experiences are not weights, but tools. Your mind, once freed from the debris of distraction, can spot patterns and possibilities invisible to most. You don't have to predict every twist of the future. You just need to take the next deliberate step in the present. Over time, those steps lead you to a life shaped not by default but by design. Remember, genius is not reserved for the rare few. It lives in you. It's already here, quiet, capable, waiting for you to trust it again. So go out into the world. Resist the pull of sameness. Allow your differences to shine. Question widely, create boldly, and keep evolving. That is how you awaken your genius and keep it awake.